Boop. That's the one, Ranna. That's the one.
Are we recording?
Yes.
Okay, everyone, sing happy birthday to Lee.
Quick, hit the mouse, stop me in the balls.
I'm recording, Lee. I'm recording too. Happy birthday to you.
I love the fact that
birthday, dear Lay. Happy birthday to you. By the way, in case Lay did stop the recording, I do have that recorded. So
I didn't stop the recording because I started hearing the random bullshit happening at the same time.
We all sang it at
Use-
the time.
Use Lay's greatest weakness over audio overstimulation.
Singing happy birthday with like 300 milliseconds of latency from America using a European Discord server.
It's fucking great.
And how have I spent my birthday? Doing fuck all so far.
Good on you.
Well, that's
Good
because
fucking on you.
we're going to be doing shit on Saturday for it. So
They can do what they want to.
It's why I'm not. It's why I'm not entirely depressed about spending my birthday literally alone in my house.
we need to get you a cake.
That's the best birthday.
It is, but at the same time, it's one of the first birthdays I've had where no one else has been around for it.
Oh damn.
Because my mum and dad are on holiday at the moment. I want to say Greece. I think they're in Greece again. I don't know why they keep going Greece. They keep going Greece.
It's nice.
I think it's because it's cheaper than most other places at the moment.
Well, yeah, because their economy's fucked.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Yeah.
I would have gone as well, but my money instead went towards Christmas meetup bullshit.
Girly, why are you being
I'm not
sassy?
going to complain about that place that I can't name for reasons while recording. It's absolutely fucking beautiful.
Yeah, I see the pictures.
Because I just had that moment there, I was like, I was about to say what it recalled, then remembered, yes, no, we tried to keep it private because the last time it was not made private, we had randos come into the door.
Girly, chill.
Wait, what?
I'm not even joking about that. One of the last times we did one of those meetups, it was posted in like the public chat and that lot, and therefore it got around. And we have randos coming to the door asking for pictures. They're like, this time we're keeping it more private because fuck that noise. Because we're not. If they damaged anything on the property, we'd be the ones to blame.
Yeah.
I thought you'd all like to know something funny that Girly just full charged at the glass and bonked her head on it.
Aw.
Girly demanding attention.
And now he's blackbearding at me and bobbing her head. Like it's my fault.
It
is. You're the one who put the glass there.
I swear, she gets so excited. She runs up to the glass. She always bonks her head on it every single fucking time.
That does remind me that I'll need to put the friggin' board game to one side so that I can bring it down on Saturday.
Oh, she's calming down now. She's having a munch.
Because I don't know if I told you about that, did I, Santa? Do you know that game we used to play on Tabletop Simulator, Betrayal at House on Hill?
Yeah, you got the
D&D
Waterdeep
version.
one, right?
Yeah. There's Gate.
Which is going to be funny and also probably confusing. Either way, greetings everyone and welcome back to the Dark Tides of Runeterra. We've just been waffling on for a bit. But it's fine because the Berg is approaching.
Did I hear waffling on? Wafflebyrg does not waffle on. Wafflebyrg just has a cute fucking shih tzu in his hands. He's precious.
Wafflebyrg was having a conversation with his cousin, Creepy Dave.
Creepy Dave.
Creepy Dave.
Creepy Dave.
Krabby Bappy, my favourite type of animal.
Krabby Bappy.
Krabby Babbers are my favourite animal.
That is true. That is true. I like the lionsies.
Unfortunately, they got cooked in capybara lemon
Orange
soup.
soup.
Don't do it, bird. Oh no, he
Don't
did.
do it,
Oh.
bird. No.
Ah, I just stabbed myself with a fucking pin.
Put it down.
Bastard.
Put it down.
Put it down.
No, I need to fix it.
Get
No,
some help, man. Get some
Oh,
help.
this pin is awful. Ah, what? It doesn't even work.
Ow.
To be
What?
fair, it does say you're fucked on the pin, so...
That's fair enough.
Get fucked, right?
Well, that's cathartic.
So,
Anyways.
My jumbo jet
random
flies
mates are
cheerful.
now I'm worried. It's fine, I'm going to drag this 8 onto the map now because apparently I am recording video again.
Why?
Well,
Rolling 8. Why are you dragging the 8 onto the map?
So, last time, you all managed to get away from that whole situation with the Titan, with the chime in tow, only for the Titan to carry on chasing underneath. In a panic, Wafflebyrg just flew the ship in a random direction and ended up driving it towards a different war going on at the same time, aka the Darkin fight.
Oh, yeah.
Wafflebyrg kind of shamed Aatrox into killing the Titan before driving back to try and figure out where to go. And upon landing at a clear area where the portal was in sight, the ground gave way underneath a group of your men, where a certain large purple creature, aka Rek'Sai, popped out, causing a certain Wafflebyrg to essentially see all the years of his life flash before his eyes again. But it's fine because help came in the form of a large glinting icon that was promised so long ago. Congratulations, you are all now piloting the T-Hex.
Nice.
And now this is the part where I realize I have not statted shit up, but it's fine because while this is technically a boss fight, it's also technically you all try to work together to get this giant robot working.
This is where you tell us we're actually using Starfinder ship combat, and I cry.
No, this is where I
Alrighty,
this
who
is
all
where I tell
wishes
you
to
we're going back to
die?
the friggin' mechs versus minions again.
I'd be fine with that. I quite enjoyed it.
If I could find all the pieces for that shit, I'd bring that down on Saturday as well. Mechs versus minions is surprisingly really fun to play.
Yeah.
But yes, you're all in the T-Hex now, with all of you taking up various spots within. And I am actually trying my best to remember now what the fuck those spots are and what they look like. Which is great for me for one main reason. Since I was talking about that random bullshit ages back with promising you all a chance to get into T-Hex, Riot have turned around and put him in 2 other games by this point. So I have a better idea of how the fuck the T-Hex now works.
Oh, nice.
BRB.
Oh no.
Oh golly, oh gosh.
So just by looking at it and counting how many peeps we have here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you, 7 with Mariah. I am going to need people to decide whereabouts they want to go when I start to mention the 7 different areas that can be taken. You've got, of course, the pilot seat. I should probably...
No.
Actually, yes, there is one person that has already called the pilot seat so long ago and has had dibs on it since the very beginning.
Yes, Kuiper. Why do I imagine as soon as you got onto the ship, it became a race between Wafflebyrg and Kuiper towards the pilot seat?
No, Wafflebyrg stated long ago he did not want to pilot the damn thing, and it is Kuiper's job. Wafflebyrg would not take that for Kuiper, mostly because Wafflebyrg's still like in fucking trauma mode.
That is fair.
I mean, we're all going to die. This thing's just fucking sheet metal to look like a lizard. That thing's fucking gonna eat us.
The next one that I need to see where people want to go is going to be essentially put like division/lookout. Essentially put who's going to be controlling the head movement. Because while the pilot is piloting it fully in controls, they still need the lookout, essentially put.
Potoo could take that.
So, Kuiper is... Hang on. I'm just writing things down for this so I keep in track. Potoo is the sightman. Next up, who wants to control the cannon, aka the left arm?
That would be Wafflebyrg.
And who wants the minigun arm?
That would be Mariah if she was here. Let's be real.
That's true.
Yeah. So that leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 more people. Yes, 3 more.
Left leg,
1,
right
2, 3,
leg,
4, 3.
torso.
Not so much torso. Left leg and right leg are going to be things though to keep track of. So who is going to be the leg peeps?
Gun boots.
I'll say what the last one is as well, so that you can sort this out. The last one is going to be the tail, because the tail does indeed count as a weapon, given it does have large serrated blades on it.
Oh, it's just a bigger sword.
Yeah, I'll do a leg.
Okay.
Right leg, I guess.
Who the fuck's even left?
Left leg and the tail.
Obviously me, but
Yeah.
It's you and Alari.
Excuse me.
Remembering that Alari is more a magic person.
Dion can have her favourite fucking pick. I'm super duper not fussed.
I think she did go BRB.
She did.
Oh, she gets stuck with the rest.
Well, let's be real. She's gonna take the tail. Alekxander looks very. He does not really super duper want to enter this thing. He was already pretty. He was already pretty apprehensive about it the second that it sort of shut up and like, come on in. And it was like, I really don't want to. But that doesn't matter, because inexplicably, a Mordron has taken the final seat. The Mordron that was accidentally summoned earlier is just there, and it's just like, yeah, this'll do.
Oh yeah,
Hasn't
shit,
spoken
I
to,
forgot.
hasn't mentioned a single thing. It's just like, oh, seat. It's got a leg now.
So
Mordron
Mordron, left leg. So where would Alekxander be during all of this then, if the Mordron is taking the last seat?
There are a few seats in the left in the pilot room, if you so wish.
Alekxander is a man for dramatics. He's mounting the T-Hex.
I was gonna say, you wanna like just sit in the cannon and I'll launch you at it.
That's a cannon. That's a fastball special. I'm probably not coming back from. I'm good.
It's okay, Alekxander. We're all gonna die anyways.
From what I remember, though, Wafflebyrg didn't want anybody to die.
There we go.
Oh, no, but we've all played our lots, and me trying to talk you all out of this is like trying to punch a brick wall. The only person here that could do it is Alekxander, and he's not fucking willing to.
Alekxander is mounted.
You thought you were mounting the T-Hex. No, the T-Hex is mounting you. Charge into battle.
Alekxander makes a really nice battle mount.
So, as the little drawbridge thing comes down for you all to get on, working at the core for this whole thing to help keep things running will be Heimerdinger, as he just kind of ushers you on. But like, right, so you remember where we were going to send you all, yes? You all remember your positions? Then again,
Yeah.
some of you weren't there when we were talking about these positions, but I suppose you can work this out. And where's your shirtless friend going? As he just watches as you, Alekxander, just start to climb up the friggin' thing. Where's he going? What is the box doing? Okay.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Oh,
Do
I
not
worry about it a
question,
lot.
just accept.
I should
Who
have
is
pushed
this?
that roll last time.
My name is 01100011011011010000001100. Continues for a bit.
I'm just gonna call him Robo-Xander.
I believe my terminology in your tongue is Chaos Kin.
Yes, I was right. Something beginning with C.
What, you mean cunt?
The exact pun I was about to use. Fuck's sake. So you
I'm
all
back.
welcome back.
Welcome back.
You have been designated as tail
The back.
operator.
We all got in the horse, and you drew the short straw. You're the butt.
I mean, technically, I'd say the short straw is more the legs. At least the tail is a literal giant bladed weapon.
Yeah, but I'm the one who keeps her from from falling over.
I
Didn't think
mean,
about that, did ya?
the tail in any creature is really used for balance.
Yes, but that's for
Touche.
living creatures. This is a giant robot.
You put the Modron in the left leg and put me in the tail?
Hey, I figured as a monk, sometimes you want to beat the shit out of things with a mandible.
I'm a sorcerer right now.
Well, cry about it.
The heck fuck.
What you gonna do? Fireball tolls?
Set the tail on fire and then beat him down.
Just more you put the NPC ahead of me in the order.
NPC. That's what we're going with, right? Excellent.
I did put the NPC in there. I was asking people what roles they wanted and such. Then you were
Who are
BRB.
you calling NPC?
This is a point where I regret letting Jack play two characters again and then kill one of them off.
Oh yeah, this is a character that only ever shows up to die. Like, you have my full permission to murder the fuck out of Chaos King. His entire story is people keep accidentally summoning him, and he keeps getting reborn, and he doesn't know what to do about it.
Greetings, Chaos Kid. What is your lifespan,
Like-
Chaos Kid? 3 days.
Like,
His entire backstory is
you know what
literally
that
he met
means.
one of Luke's characters once, and it fucked him up.
Go.
That's it. That's his
you know
whole
what that
backstory.
means, Lane.
Yeah.
You have to do it. You have to kill Alekxander.
I mean, out of everyone here, Alekxander is the most exposed now.
Oh no.
Speaking of which, Alekxander, make me an athletics check. Let's see how well you climb up this thing.
Dice to athletics check.
Gets to the top of the T-Hex. Nat 1. Falls onto T-Hex.
All I
It's
can
just a
imagine
friggin'
you can hear through like the heavy metal plating of the T-Hex is just the mumbled scream of Alexander.
Why? No, it's just rolls on that one on
And
the
he's just
athletics.
going off on top of the T-Hex
Rolls on that,
because he really, really doesn't want to enter it.
rolls on that one on the athletics. As soon as he gets to the top, Trundlestone just goes, "Long live the king, Lion King Alexander." So,
Grundle's just been stalking us this entire time.
would that mean that Chaos Kin would be Cinder in that?
Say that again, sorry.
Would that mean that Chaos Kin would be Cinder in that situation?
Simba.
So, you all get to your positions. Kuiper, you sit on the small chair, it raises up. He's quite cush and padded. Clearly, this was designed for a Heimerdinger, but you vetoed him.
I'm going to need a small crash course. Actually, I think we all are.
I press this button, what does it do?
I pull this lever, what does it do?
Operating heavy machinery is our task, but this appears to be some sort of leg.
So,
Leg.
Potoo, you pull the lever. The eyes get angry, and it literally the cameras that are in the head zoom. Well, the cameras that are ever on this thing, so people can aim easier. Literally zoom into the left leg of Rek'Sai.
Zoom.
Wafflebyrg, you pull the trigger.
Somehow this is
Sorry, you
even
pressed the
more
button.
terrifying.
Wafflebyrg presses the button, and a crater is made slightly to the left of the T-Hex as the arm was still pointing down.
Oh,
Fuck
we are in it now.
depression! Fuck depression! I've got explosives, baby!
It should be noted, you all do have speakers, so Alekxander aside, you all can indeed communicate.
You'll just hear, I denote from the intense screaming of that one that he is my summoner.
Yep.
Yeah, he's your daddy. It's okay.
Hello, I hate you.
Him and the Yordle. Never drink what a Yordle gives you. Never swallow. Oh God, what do I fucking
I do not
say?
consume, I do
What
not
do I
swallow.
fucking say? It's alright. Can we just get to, killing my greatest fucking nightmare already instead of just sitting down and conversing anymore?
Can I press
If
a
this is your
button
greatest
this
nightmare,
way?
does this
Yeah,
make this
press a
therapy?
button! Everybody press a fucking button!
No,
Find out
I
what
was
these
looking
things
for a
do.
button to spray the bird in the face.
Beginning,
that-
beginning movement of mech. Please brace for impact.
So, quickly. Kuiper, make me an insight check on the control panels, or an investigation, I'd say, probably.
Investigation, that
investigation,
would be
both
a 17.
Okay. You do indeed find a button. It looks like a little spray bottle.
Smashes it.
You smash it, a little robot hand lowers.
Why
You
does it
smash
burn?
You smash it, it comes up with an option going, spray which area. You feel like this is used as a coolant system in case something sets on fire, but still.
Oh my goodness. It's like press it ever so slightly. And
Oh my God! Actual clean water, not the polluted source. It burns.
Alari,
Yeah.
give me a perception check.
God, if this thing has fire alarms, Alari's just setting them all fucking off. Wait, if Alari's the tail, does this thing mean it's got a... Never mind.
no.
You quickly caught yourself before that.
YouTube would probably ban us.
So, you hear this first, but everyone eventually does start hearing it as well. A loud whirring sound begins to happen in the tail area. And from the
Helicopter.
from the camera, you can see that the blades are starting whirring around like a chainsaw. And then you look down with the 90 perception to see why this has started up. As you see a small little figure pressing, lighting up buttons.
I'm going to grab Alchemist by the scruff of the neck and throw her out the fucking window.
It's not Alchemist. You got to grab Alchemist. Alchemist is not there
No
to be
2
grabbed.
player characters for me. Yeet! You're a stronger woman than I am.
Who is it? You, Umpa?
Yes.
I'm gonna grab Umpa by the scruff of the neck. I say, "Don't take off yet." And I'm gonna get out, and I'm gonna put her on the ship with Stellara and say, "You look after her."
As you step out for just a moment, Alekxander is screaming like a million insults from the top of the TX. I just want you all to know.
Almost feels like you should give him a megaphone, doesn't it?
I just hand Umpa to Stellara as like to keep her out of trouble.
Umber just pouts like she was promised to go on the GX and is denied it now.
No one promised you could go on the TX.
She just slowly looks at you and like, beg, promise.
Look. Wafflebyrg, did you promise this child she could go on a very dangerous machine?
I did no such thing! I don't know! I'm dealing with a lot right now!
Just kind of looks at Umpa, it's like, Umpa, lying is not a very good trait.
Beg, promise.
Maybe Berg lied.
I mean, it's alright, everyone's gonna die anyway, so she might as well die with us.
Don't encourage this.
Why can I never get sent anywhere where we live longer than 10 minutes?
Because you're a fucking cyborg that's attached to a hive mind. I don't know.
That
What
appears
are
to be
you?
saying
Who are
something.
you? Where did you fucking come from?
Uh,
You know, if I had a fucking quarter for the amount of cyborg robots attached to a hive mind that I knew in my life, well, actually, I'd be a fucking rich man.
I wish I was still connected to my hive mind. However, this has been robbed from me.
I'm going
Kind
to
of,
ask.
I were a rich
Go on.
man.
I'm going to ask for a perception check from 3 people now.
You.
Alekxander, Alari, and Potoo. Given
Okay.
the others wouldn't really have camera access to the outside that well as compared to the 2 that are literally outside and the one actually operating the eyes.
Yeah, probably for the best. That way I can't see her, but I can still feel her looking at me.
Alari? Yeah, you're too busy trying to hand over Umber as well as just having that large thing crawling out of the hall in the distance.
What large?
Alekxander,
Oh, the
Rexa.
big Rex.
Alekxander and Potoo, however, you catch just a brief little glimpse of something else around. Darting shapes moving from rock to rock.
Okay. Zoom.
You zooming in to see what it looks like? No, I'm not doing a map for this. Otherwise, that would have meant me having to stat shit up.
Excellent. Something that might actually get up here to eat my fucking steel.
So you zoom in, Potoo.
The camera's put Alekxander off.
Just the freaking angry.
Oh, you know, like
Zooming.
when the T-Hex zooms in eye-wise, it's like the eyes narrow, kind of like it just gets an angry face. Looks,
It just pulls up 2.
looks like
Sweet.
looks canine. Looks like a dog.
I know what you fucking done.
Yee, doggy. I'm going to assume that that's a canine of some sort.
Did Draken bring friends? 'Cause
I
we
don't
do
know.
have We do have a dog on the ship.
You do. I mean, technically,
Do I
you've
get
got
a?
2 dogs on the ship.
Can I tell the nature of this particular group of hounds?
Make me a nature check.
Ooh.
Is this the new Darken baby?
I assume so. In 19.
It looks like I'm trying to remember what they're called. Because
They're red and black and gray.
No, I mean the species that they took over.
Oh, it was a wolf.
No, they actually have a proper name. I'm trying to remember what it was.
They do.
It's not an actual
Yeah.
wolf.
It's a Shuriman June Hound.
Oh, it's a
Basically,
pack of.
they're like the jackal-looking fox dogs.
Yeah, they're also oddly based on African wild dogs.
Mm.
So you see like a few of those darting around. Looks like they're working on a pack, probably picking off smaller void creatures.
Oh, they're friendly. Okay.
Well, it looks like some void creatures are getting hacked on.
I imagine you hear through all the steel. I'm just glad that they are. And Alexander probably hear a collective what?
Just kind of holding.
Oh, go.
No, I was just gonna say she's still arguing with Umpa.
But you can argue with her later. They've got to save the world for now.
You can have a ride once the world is not in danger, okay?
We just somehow magically take off with this thing.
Just from the top,
Tell me we're not
Alexander will
going
wanna
to.
go, hey! Your ship personal bodyguard is very important task. Anything shows up on there, you need to club the shit out of it. No, seriously, important task. Alexander not pull leg. We kind of need that in one piece when we want to get out of here.
Nico, I have idea.
Hmm?
Nico looked at Umpa, looked at the T-Hex, and then take on the form of a smaller T-Hex and just offer her like a piggyback ride. And Umpa will
Adorable.
accept.
Sometimes I forget Umpa is actually a child. It's easy to forget that when looking at such large creature for small age.
She is a toddler. Like,
She's not.
She's literally the size of a toddler.
She's the same size as Kuiper.
Yeah, where I come
And
from,
you're telling
anything
me
large,
Kuiper is
anything
not
larger
the
than
size
like
of a
a
toddler?
pebble can kill you.
How big are your children?
I mean,
Alexander has
it is a fairly
children.
large
Alexander's not ready for this. Oh shit!
Alexander has children just over the speaker. The modern, I be your child.
My
Okay,
children are
getting back in-
dead.
I'm getting back in the robot now.
Get in the robot, Alari.
Strange pilot with multiple eyes. When are we setting off? I'm getting antsy.
Oh, we haven't set off.
Well,
No.
once Alari's back on, the drawbridge will retract again. Are you
I
giving
said,
the
hold
order
on,
to go?
Baby on board.
He's like, one moment, my chaos friend. Still getting used to things, and he just presses things until it goes.
Yep. You all hear a loud type of noise before it's dampened out. As pretty much the engines of the core are lit up and ready. I am going to need dexterity checks from the leg peeps.
A dexterity check from the leg peeps.
Yes.
Okay.
Hi.
Oh my! That wasn't Alexander, by the way. I used the right she. I'm just gonna keep forgetting to switch. Well, good Christ!
This is great.
I appear to have stalled. Shit.
So,
Is this where we
Yes,
fall
I
on our
forgot.
face?
Yeah, I definitely forgot. We're all going to die.
as it starts to lurch forward, both of them seem to try and move their legs at the same time. And then, via the cameras, you start to see the TX just falling forwards, with the ground slowly rushing up. Can I get dex saves from our arm peeps?
Oh, I was gonna say, I'll dex save myself.
Which means that I do need to open up Mariah's sheet to get this rolling.
You hear Alekxander nearly fall off the top. I just imagine that you're all there trying to stop him. You just hear.
So Alexander, you managed to keep grips onto this thing, as the arms do not come up in time, and it just kind of face plants into the ground.
Oh, Alekxander had forgotten that might happen.
Alexander,
This
make
is
me a
why
perception
I've been in
check.
the leg.
What was that, sir?
We will get used to this.
It's like, this is why I should have been in the leg.
Make me a perception check, Alexander.
A perception check from Alekxander. Let's go. 17.
There is a large purple creature now rushing towards you, as Rek'Sai has spotted its prey fall on its face.
Alekxander will draw a blade and go, Alekxander came up here for a reason, and it was mostly to deal with shits like you that think that they can get on this.
What are you talking?
On the inside, would Chaoskin, will you allow Chaoskin to try and use his Tinker tools to try and make the T-Hex leg more comprehensive for him? AKA hot wiring the leg.
I'm trying to figure out the best way to what would be the best roll for this. I'd say like an intelligence check using your proficiency if you've got the tools.
He needs to turn off advantage toggle. I'm not used to having that off by default. That's a negative. This has not been created by any sentient creature that I am aware of. It looks like it was made by an actual lunatic!
I take offense to that.
To be fair, you look like a rabbit got funky with some sort of blink dog.
The blink dog on the... No, because we're not on the ship.
The blink dog looks to its left. For some reason, Cord is here now just to make the joke complete.
Yeah.
So
I am not aware of your creature type. I have never been to this plane, obviously.
I'll say this to try and get back up. Let's make some dex checks for the arms and legs peeps, and we're going to go off like the average pass-fail situation.
I'm so glad I'm not doing it. Oh my god!
I just want to say I'm fabulous, girl. I learned how to do everything. Don't worry, I've got us.
Alrighty, let's fucking try this again, shall we? Because you know,
Are we dex saving or dexing? Sorry.
Dexing.
Just dexing, okay.
Yeah. I press bounced and bounced the same for Mariah. Yep, you all managed to organize and stand yourselves back up.
Alrighty, you know, let's not fall on our faces again with the fucking brood mother coming at us!
Strange looking creature in the tail. If you feel like you would be better equipped to this seat, we can swap.
I do feel I am more dexterous than you.
I feel as though if we were outside of the ship, I would probably prove otherwise, but I am not familiar with your strange tech.
You want to explain why there's a fluffy white thing in my room climbing all over me?
Funnily enough, Alari is better at dexterity.
I'm more concerned now why there's a fluffy white thing crawling all over Wafflebyrg.
Sorry, that was a joke. My dog jumped up onto me all of a sudden, and I was still in Wafflebyrg mode until I said that as Wafflebyrg.
Yeah,
I thought
you
someone was
probably
trying to
win in
write
straight
up
up decks, but oh my lord, is this character the skillest of monkeys?
I thought someone were trying to write Umpa back into the DX.
Nah, just a random ass Poros found its way into Wafflebyrg's.
I mean,
Just
there
fucking-
are,
know
there are
how
technically
many
Poros on the ship.
Do you want to know how many expertises Chaoskin has? 7.
That's
Okay.
fine.
I still need to. Still need to point this out because Jack was showing me the rolls he rolled for Chaoskin.
Yeah.
This was the literal first time I've seen someone have 3. You know, just 3. Like it was all ones that they rolled.
I told them
stat.
about my initial trash tier rolls.
Yeah.
Anyway, I want to beat the shit out of something, so
So
I'll Chaoskin will swap with Alari.
So Laurie, as you
Annoyingly, I must learn how to use another part of this thing.
pass by the odd walking metallic cube, that you're surprised it's still around. You thought that thing would have faded by now, given it was just part of wild magic.
Yeah. But as she kind of gets to the seat, she's gonna go, okay, guys. Delris is gonna come out for a little bit.
I am proud of you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If that's the case, congratulations. I mean, I thought she already came out to us ages ago. But no time better than that when we've got the fucking brood mother coming at us and we're making jokes.
I mean, it is June.
I am confused. Surely coming out of the closet is nothing to be laughed at.
Why am
No.
I the only one taking this seriously?
Not coming out of the closet, she's just being the one in charge for a while.
Politely
that's-
speaking,
that's-
what the
you know.
fuck is that supposed to mean?
If she wants to be the top in a relationship, good for her. But on that though, can we start moving because it's really coming at us and I'm panicking.
I'm going to willingly fail my save just to switch to Delris at this point.
Okay, so Alari, you close your eyes and let the shift take over.
Mm-hmm.
Delris, you open your eyes as, even though it's rare when it happens, your sister has basically gone, you take over. As you
Yeah.
open your eyes, you find yourself in a metal container with a lot of glowing buttons in front of you.
Ooh, what do these do?
Poltron's just staring at you like, I think I may partially understand now. Perhaps.
Yeah, just like the
Really?
went from being like a taller blue Genasi to now a smaller red Genasi.
I can understand why I was summoned to this group now. You are all quite clearly chaotic.
Oh god,
Very nice.
I just realized the pain when it comes to this.
Don't worry, I'm not
Alari-
completely dark this time.
Alari has the smarts but doesn't have the dexterity. Delris has the dexterity, but probably has the but probably is going to be like, there's a lot of buttons, I don't know what these do.
Yeah,
It's like,
she doesn't have the smarts, but she's very dexterous and she's very wise, technically.
if Alari had more time, she would have labeled these buttons.
Yeah, but
Turns out that there's a user guide somewhere in the
So-
areas for each.
I'm assuming that you're going to be attempting this again to try and get closer, or are you just standing your ground to let shoot? I mean,
I
that
don't
for
know.
Kuiper to decide, I guess. It is charging down at you at this point.
I don't know the capabilities of this thing, but if it's coming for us, let's go meet him.
All right.
okay.
So dex checks for the legs again.
I hope you have more luck with that thing than I did.
The hell, I'm gonna die. Why am I doing both? Oh, there we go.
So there's a bit of a stumble when it comes to the porcelain lady's leg. But Delris more than makes up for it. As it just leaps off the Which leg are you in? The only problem with me throwing it in the chat rather than keeping it, normally checked.
Left leg.
Toss
Yes.
it in the Discord,
Yeah.
dear.
So you leap off the leg. Yeah, but then I have to keep shifting between Discord and here. Although I guess it helps for everyone else. So the left leg leaps off as you all start charging towards this thing. As it's getting closer and closer. What is the first action you would like to do against this thing when you're in range?
Well, I assume as the rear, I might have to wait a bit.
Yeah.
And seeing as
Guns
we've got
take a
straight-
shot. Tail get ready to go at it when we're close.
Excellent. Firing up engines, preparing to decapitate.
So, which gun did you say to fire? Both or which one?
Pretty much both.
Okay. Potoo, would you like to lock onto a certain area?
It's currently running at us, correct?
It is indeed.
Let's lock onto a knee. That sounds like it'd be funny to watch it fall.
Left or right?
Left.
And I guess the more elbows for Rexay?
Yeah. Elbows, I suppose.
So, make me a perception check. We'll say this is how you operate it with you. Given you are the eyes.
17.
Yep. You see the camera zoom and fix onto it. You see the reticles target the different areas of the elbow. Which of the two guns would like to go first? Would you like Mariah to fire first, or would you like to take your shot to Wafflebyrg?
Mariah can fire first if she would like.
Okay. So, these will count as dex checks because, that's what range attacks go off. Don't... Oh, no, wait.
It should be Dex plus your proficiency.
Yeah, I would try to find a way to do that. I
Because
may as well just attack. I may as well just use one of her actual just gun attacks then. Just to make sure that works for that. So, Mariah presses the buttons, aims up the gun, and given it is locked on, let's roll that with advantage. Sorry. And you see the barrel of the minigun just start to spin around. And you just hear over the intercoms, just Mariah loudly shout out, "Daka, daka, 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 daka." As you see the minigun just light up and just spray hell on this thing's elbow. And just start to rip into the flesh and the chitin. I'm not going to roll the damage for it because this is less a you got to beat this HP kind of thing and more just sort of RP fight kind of thing, if that makes sense.
RP fight! Yay!
Otherwise, we could be here for ages going, got to do things in turn order. Oh, that's a miss. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you do indeed see...
Cinematic combats are way better anyways.
It's quick, yeah, it's a quick time event. Cinematic combat. You do indeed see it tear into the flesh. And the arm does start to buckle a bit as it starts to rely more on the left arm now to get towards you.
Am I locking on to the next other arm now?
If you wish to do so, or you
Of
can continue
course.
to try and focus on the right arm.
I did just get a 24 to go for the other, though.
Okay. The camera swivels and points to the other one.
Wafflebyrg?
Yes.
Would you like to take down the other arm?
Would I like to take down the other? What are you talking about?
Fire the cannon.
Oh! Why did you fucking say so? Take down the other arm, please. Just it's dexterity, right? Just dexterity.
Indeed.
to roll for my pistol.
Well,
I mean, my
yeah,
pistol's
roll
a
your
pistol.
pistol attack because that'll also be
Yeah.
adding your proficiency onto it at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, I've fired cannons before, but yeah, why didn't you just say fire the cannon? Take out the other arm. Just say fire the cannon, damn it.
Oh,
Oh,
Did he
my.
cut out for anybody else?
so Wafflebyrg,
Should I brace?
as you prepare up the cannon, you wait. You said you're used to, instead of spraying and praying like Mariah does with her guns normally, you're used to waiting for that opportune moment. You've dealt with certain slummers over in Zor, certain thieves and such. You know it's best to not just randomly shoot. You know it's best to wait until you can see the white of the eyes. Or in this case, see quite literally the back end of the
Purple
elbow
over
where it bends.
kneecaps.
And as soon as you see that, and you see it raise up and bend, you pull the trigger. And the large shockwave comes over the entire mech as the cannon is fired. And it crashes right into, I'm pretty sure there must be a scientific term for it. Not like where the body part of the elbow is, like the other side, where it literally bends in.
A hollow?
You mean the joint? The hollow?
Yeah.
The hollow.
Strikes there. And you just see a large chunk of flesh and casing just smash and erupt outwards. As it
Ha you bitch! That's for fucking Lefty! She ate my left hand. I just had
Oh.
to make that clear. Yeah.
I thought you actually knew a person named Lefty.
I did know a person named Lefty. They were also eaten.
Oh
Not by
god, I just
the
realized the
brood
irony of this is the left arm of the T-Hex is the cannon.
Yes.
mother. Yep.
No,
Yeah,
you are left.
Wafflebyrg is literally taking revenge with the left hand.
I am getting vengeance for the death of my family and the loss of my limbs. Like, an entire, 25% of my left body was just eaten. You think I can forgive that?
And as it does indeed start to buckle down, using more of the left arm, given that is now the better of, well, the right arm, sorry, given that is now the better of the two arms, even though both arms are indeed weakened. It has slowed its pace down, but it is starting to still come towards. Alekxander,
Yes.
maybe that perception check again, just quickly.
The perception.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, nat 20. So you see a few
Oh
things.
my.
You look over in the distance, you see the portal starting to open up wider. You do indeed see battle happening near the portal, so your forces are indeed getting there trying to slow it down. You see Rek'Sai start to crouch down, or lower itself down, and it looks like she's going to try and burrow into the ground.
So who's Rek'Sai?
The large creature you're literally fighting.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize I had a name. I thought it was just called the Broodmother.
Wafflebyrg has yelled that name so many times throughout this campaign.
On top of that, the canines that you saw earlier are getting closer. And now you do indeed realize there is something up with these desert dogs.
Yeah.
Because desert dogs are not supposed to have giant blade-like things on their back.
Oh, stab dogs.
Okay. Weren't these fighting void creatures?
It sure makes you think, dog.
Oh yeah, no, you can see the purple splatters around them as if they've been chowing down
Alright.
on them. But
So they could
looking at
consider them friendly. Okay.
well, make me an Arcana check if you would.
Me?
Yes.
Yes. Well, good luck with that. Oh my goodness.
You know for a fact this isn't natural for these creatures.
Okay. Well, as long as they're on my side, I could really give two tosses.
You have seen this kind of mutation before in certain creatures, though.
Okay.
Mainly quite recently, in fact, because it looks like the same kind of shit as what was happening with the guy with the literal large sword that killed the Titan.
Okay,
Makes you wanna
they're
drink,
part of
dog.
that other world-ending event. Don't care about that one right now.
I mean, they are approaching this fight, these guys.
But we can assume that they're probably more likely to be friendly than not, and we can deal with them on a per-issue basis.
Make me a insight.
Alekxander is, as far as I'm aware, doing this while also fighting some bastard dog that jumped on top. 16.
I mean, if they are basically hound-like still, they are most likely going to go for the weaker prey. And even though it is larger, it is also now injured.
We'll just keep giving them a better target to go for. All right.
Yep. So
Alekxander thinks to himself as he takes the next fucking swing, and I've actually no idea what I'm fighting.
Is Heimerdinger with us?
he's operating the core to make sure the T-Hex doesn't explode.
Okay. I'll just be like, Heimerdinger, does the locking gun help us in our close quarters combat as well?
It should do. I mean, it's more for range, but it'll give a better line of sight for whoever's operating the tail. Or if
Wonderful.
they
You know
need
what to do,
to,
Potoo.
or if they need to, those who are operating the legs could try and kick it.
Or
Did
pin
you
it
hear that,
down.
legs?
Or pin it down. Yeah,
Oh,
you could
hell
just
yeah.
step on it and grapple into the ground.
Mm.
It
Damn,
goes like
bitch.
that.
So at this point, it will be starting to burrow back into the ground.
Oh, no, you don't.
We
Let
need
it go to the ground!
We need to move, and we need
Let-
to hopefully do it now.
Did you say let it go?
No,
I
don't
said
let
don't let
go.
it go!
Let's grab the. Grab
Actually,
the thing.
wouldn't
So-
we be able to grab it with the mouth portion?
If you'll let me just quickly.
Sorry.
Legs, dex checks. Let's see if you can get this thing bent down to a good angle.
I did 18.
Okay. Delris. Let's see how you go with your dex check.
No.
So it's less a full lean down and more like going on one knee. But it should be enough still to get it from an angle. Potoo? Perception to lock on.
Of course. 13.
Yep, you managed to lock onto the tail. Just as it's because the main upper half of this creature is now back underground. Kuiper, make me an investigation of these buttons. Let's see if you can find out which one operates the jaws.
It's
you
the one with the jaw
absolutely
on
find
it.
Because
It's the one with the Pac-Man on it.
you don't see it on like the upper thing, and then you realize these buttons are built on essentially a rotating cylinder. And you just start to rotate it until you find the actual button and then hit it. And it does just look like. The best way to describe it is what it would look like if you saw a shark's mouth just coming towards you. Just all the teeth. As you hammer that, the head and body lunge forward. The large metallic teeth just grasp into this thing's flesh.
Hold on, Potoo.
You hear a few cries from below you as the mouth operators are trying their best to make sure the jaw doesn't break. It's just over the intercom. It's like, oh yes, that's where the rest of the crew are. That's fine. You've got this. You know the training. I know some of you were promised limbs, but I did promise these guys first.
A little bit of warning next time you decide to bend down and bite something.
Oh, we should probably get on the move. No need to stay down while we bite something.
Well, the jaws have locked into this thing's tail.
Well, Let's drag it out.
Let's get up.
This is going to be less a dex check at this point for the legs and more a case of a... Let's do a group grapple with this. So would one of you like to give the other one advantage, or would you both like to roll and we take the average?
I think Alekxander should do it.
Well, you're not in the mech, are you?
Alexander's just grabbed a hold of.
What's your athletics, Raka?
My athletics is 4.
Mine's 6.
How
So-
about I use the tail to lock us in place, and they both make an athletics check?
So I guess we'll do the support thingy. I'll support you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you do want to try and lock the tail into place so you got an anchor point, yeah, sure. Make me a
All
strength
fire.
check if you
I am
would.
an expert of constructs. Let me show you how we do it.
Make me a strength check to see how much you've just buried a tail into this.
Oh fuck! You make me do a strength check, you son of a bitch.
What else would it be for trying to get an anchor point on a tail?
I am a good strength check, thank you.
That is a good strength check. So the tail just kind of buries itself in, which helps pull the body back up a bit. Do make me the grapple.
Cool.
With advantage now, given you do have this...
Oh. Yep. Support.
So... Oh.
Oh.
So, given how we found this out on the Sunday game, this is neither a win nor a lose. This is a stalemate. So while you're not pulling this thing out of the ground, it's also not getting further into the ground.
I believe the technical rule is it's always defender wins. When
We
it comes
actually
to
looked it up.
athletic
It's stalemates.
It's stalemate.
Oh.
The
We
most
have to
used
look it
rule is
up for-
defender wins, but the actual like canon rule for D&D is defender wins. That being said, we're point blank to this motherfucker, right?
We are, in fact,
Yeah.
Alekxander. Just like the upper portion of this thing's tail is indeed within range if you would like to take a swing.
Oh fuck! I'm about to get a monster hunter weapon, right, lads?
Just makes a weapon out of Rek'Sai.
Alexander, you know what? Right, I'm fighting this big fuck off dog. Alexander's gonna try and debate this dog into taking the attack for him. Deal with 2 problems simultaneously. See if he can trick the bastard into going for a bite or a lunge, and then just dodge and just let it go for the tail.
Oh no, the dogs aren't on the T-Hex with you. They were stalking around still.
You mentioned some creature climbing on top of the T-Hex on me. Fair enough.
Did I say they were on the T-Hex?
You said something climbed on the T-Hex when we first fucked up and fell over, pretty much.
I'm trying to remember now. For some reason, I'm blanking on it.
I think that was a bit of a brain buffer because I don't remember that.
I don't remember that, I'm afraid.
That might have been me when I yelled, "There's something white climbing on top of me!" Because
No, it
of my
wasn't that.
dial
Oh,
joint,
yeah,
but I
yeah.
was told in Wafflebyrg voice.
Well, it's up to you, whatever, DM. Sure.
Get air quotes corrected.
It's up to you, DM. Is there something on top of here with me, or am I taking a swing?
There is nothing on top of here with you, but you do indeed see the hounds that are on the ground getting closer.
Oh, that's not. That's like really none of my fucking concern. Let's have a look at this.
So while you're having a look at that, should I be concerned for my health that I've had 4 sodas today?
Yes.
Go get some water.
Also, after Alexander's done attacking, Wafflebyrg shooting Rek'Sai point blank with the fucking cannon.
It's because,
Oh,
as I said, I had to go to that American sweet shop just to get a tenner changed over for some lower change. I ended up getting myself 2 of those green flavoured colas and 2 of the melon Fantas.
Ooh,
and
melon
I-
Fanta sounds good.
And I've already had all 4 of them.
It's not that good. Right, so, Alexander,
It depends whether you like baked melon flavor. Like some people don't like the grape flavor.
Oh no, I hate the grape flavor in sweets and such. The grape
I
flavor
love it.
sucks.
But I love it. So I get it depends whether you like the melon flavor.
I mean, the melon flavor.
Alekxander is going to do something he's never really done before.
Okay.
He's going to summon a spiritual weapon while it's close.
Okay.
Therefore, Alekxander can fight it without never and ever needing to worry about how close we are to it.
Okay.
I like to think he's still making the arm movements and everything.
Oh, Alekxander. Alekxander
So-
will just see it and he'll just summon a great sword of pure whatever Wafflebyrg would like a fucking greatsword to be made out of, basically.
Stormy
Lightning.
greatness.
Lightning.
And it's getting bonked. No, it's not.
You take your time to summon up the sword, and as it starts to swing, the tail does indeed just thrash out the way.
Well, there's now see, no matter where we are, this spiritual weapon is going to be following this thing like a bastard.
So, Wafflebyrg. It's not been pulled further out of the ground, but it isn't getting further into the ground either. Everyone else that is in the T-Hex, you see the cannon arm just slowly start to point towards this thing and makes a crater in the ground instead. Almost as if it fired too early.
Damn it, fucking built over machinery, how the fuck do you use this?
The way you'd normally use one of these kind of things, but by the looks of things, you got a bit too impatient and fired early.
There's no triggers, it's all buttons!
Have you activated gunner mode?
What?
Gunner mode!
Where's the manual? Where's the fucking driver's manual? Kuiper!
This one he hits a button that he thinks might light up the corresponding button.
Ah, that's right! Ah, it burns! Fuck!
I didn't even press the cooling button.
It probably would help if I locked down into the crater, wouldn't it?
If you... What, sorry?
If I lock on deeper into the tunnel, because I imagine the tail's not taking up the entire space, correct?
Oh, I'd say it's more like from the waist upwards, it's popping out the ground. So it's not just like the tail. So you do have like...
Which means also her big ass fuck you spider legs are gonna start slapping into us at some point.
In fact, it's a good job you mentioned that.
It's gonna
Because
lock
you
onto
do
the
indeed
tunnel.
see them come forward and just start to drive inwards. So this is going to be 4 attacks on the T-Hex. Let's see how many hits. Surprisingly, only 2.
Gonna assume the 17 and the 21.
Indeed, the 17 in fact was a meet and beat.
Oh, cool.
No, Ranna, it was the 14, obviously.
But now I need to see whereabouts these things are hitting. So, the first claw is going to try and pierce into... Okay, yes. And the second one is going to pierce into... Okay. So let's do that last one first, as that one's going to be probably less devastating. Delris. All of a sudden light pours into the chamber you're in, as you see a chitinous spike just pierce through into the leg.
Punch it.
You wanted it.
You want to punch it, you know you do.
You want
You
to
wanna
punch
punch
it,
it?
don't you?
The other one. Alekxander, I'm going to need you to make me a deck save first things first.
That was the wrong character. Let me reroll that. Oh. I'm out of lucky. This is just happening. Understood.
Oh. So,
Uh-oh.
as
Are you
you're,
ready to play Wii Sports Baseball, lads?
as you're trying to get this sword to hit the tail, you fail to notice the leg raise up and start to come straight down. You will indeed be taking some slashing damage as this thing just slashes
Uh-oh.
past you.
Oh, shit.
And this is a point where I point out this is going to be very painful unless this rolls a 1.
Oh yeah. I'm not raging. This is the first time I'm taking a full
16
meat slap.
slashing damage.
You son of a bitch, that's a meter bait.
No, that's not to hit. That's damage.
Oh, that's damage. Okay, that's
Yeah,
not
you've already
bad.
made the deck save, brother.
Right. Look, you gotta understand, right? I saw the D20 and like simultaneously, that's normally an attack roll and also way less than I expected.
Oh yeah, no, like that rolled bad.
Look,
That rolled
I
a bad
expected
dice.
you even a 30. I probably would have been like, that's not too bad. You know,
I mean-
considering I basically got stood on by a god.
Add on to that the fact that it's because this thing isn't aiming for you, so this is more like just a passing slash as it hits its main target.
Oh, son of a bitch! Right.
Because Kuiper, light is now
Yep.
pouring in above you, as you just see the spike just pierce down right above where the seat is.
As a reaction, can I take a swing, seeing as it's right there?
Yes.
BRB.
Plus, I can think of nothing more badass than you just see this thing pierce, and Cam's like, ah! And I just fucking, slice it off. Lol.
Oh.
I believe Fury of the North is the one that doesn't care about whether they're undead or not. It is indeed.
Like, the best way to put it is, if you were a taller race, this would be brushing against your head.
You know what? Reckless attack. 22.
22 will hit.
Nice. Whilst I have eyes on it, may I also cast a spell on it?
Sure.
Nice. I'm gonna do the ye olde. Sorry, I've just covered up all your.
Don't worry about it.
Sorry.
So, 15, 27, 28, 29, 30, 32 damage from there.
Give me a second. Make that make that their fuck me. Is that right? Did I do that right? That is indeed right. 18 plus 5, that's 23. Yeah. Make that 42
Okay.
overall damage.
So
Awesome.
it needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
You just sort of see it pierce and you see the whole thing glow, and probably a real, like, meaty slash noise.
Amazing.
Let me just read this quickly.
Come on, man.
Okay.
I would really like to close this fucking lid! I fucking hate these recyclable lids. They can suck my recyclable cock. Oh.
Okay. So I was just having to read through that because of one major thing that Santa will probably also be able to point out about this, and probably also Raka and Ranna.
Uh-oh.
Rek'Sai doesn't have eyes.
She does not.
That's fine. It doesn't have to be a
Actually,
visual
no.
illusion.
No, Rex
She
actually
does. She does, but
you can't see
yeah.
them though. You can't see them though. That being said, Rek'Sai is nearsighted. Her primary trait is vibrations.
Yep.
She senses vibrations.
But given it is an illusion that is treated as any other thing, and it takes place within the mind,
Hmm.
she would be sensing
Okay, it can
vibrations.
include sound, temperature, and other
Indeed.
stimuli.
If it includes
That's
sound,
okay.
sound does indeed make vibrations.
So Rek'Sai's still gonna
Hmm.
get wrecked by the spell.
So if it
All depends on
does
if she
work, I
passes.
was going to make it see a lot of T-Hex around it.
She passes.
That is an easy pass.
Because surprisingly, for Rek'Sai, for like this kind of thing, Rek'Sai is kind of she's not a dumb beast.
Rek'Sai's
Ma-
very intelligent.
Um,
So she feels
I-
the vibrations that a lot of the fake ones, but she knows to hone in on this.
well, while the thing just came in through the fucking wall,
Yes.
I am going to punch it.
Okay. Also, I should state as well, you do bring your blade indeed across there, Alekxander. But
Yep.
you do indeed dig very deep into the flesh. There's the purple Ncorin blood just spill out on top of the TX.
Oh, great. It's just what I needed to do. Make this more slick. Ah, don't take my sword.
So, just to point out, my attacks are magical.
That's fine.
Guessing I wouldn't have enough in here to use my room in here to use my staff.
Your staff isn't that big, so I'd say so. I mean, there is enough room for you to, get out of your seat and walk a little bit. So there'll probably be enough room to turn your staff sideways and just about have enough room to, shove.
I'll just use my fists.
Alright. Oh, well, yeah, there's definitely a lot more room for your fist.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not using stunning strike on that one.
I tried to remember what we said the DC was, because I do believe we did a meet and beat earlier with this thing. What is that noise?
And I'm going to spend a couple key points to do Flurry of Blows.
Okay. So apparently we didn't do meet and beat yet. No,
and on the last one, I'm going to do Stunning Strike.
Okay. So, luckily for you, the last one does hit, the other ones do not. And when I say to do not, it's more a case of you are hitting it still, given, it can't dodge that stuff, but it's not getting really through to it. That last one, however, yeah, you notice it, feels it, as you see the spike train pull itself out. And it needs to make a con save. And it fails.
So she's got half movement.
It's fair, she can't really move at the moment anyway. She's still stuck in the grapple.
She'll still have half movement when if she gets out of it.
Speaking of, it is going to try and free itself from the jaws. So at this point, she's going to make a strength save. Oh god, what did I do? There we go. Sorry, I'm just trying to look up what I did. There we go. She's going to make a strength check to try and break free from the jaws. And the jaws are indeed being pried apart. This would be your chance, if you want to try and pull this thing out to the ground again. AKA a pulse grapple.
Aye. Am I rolling with advantage again?
Yes, because the poison lady will be helping you. The tail is still planted on the ground, but my god, you're gonna have to beat the nat 20.
Oof.
No.
It rips free as the jaws just kind of pops open a bit too much. Flesh is hanging from the serrated teeth, but you do see the Rek'Sai quickly trying to burrow under the ground.
A tough movement.
Can I stomp on her tail? And like lock my foot around it?
I'm going to say no, given the angle it would be at. You'd be less standing on it to pin it in place, or more pushing it into the ground. However, Mariah is going to try and fire the gun. A nat 20s. So as it tries to burrow into the ground, you just see the Gatling gun arm just move. And even though you've not locked onto anywhere for this Potoo, Mariah just starts spraying with all the bullets. You just see the ground around where she tried to tunnel just start to break apart as well. Just keeping her somewhat exposed while also hitting the flesh.
Huh.
Is there anything you would like to do before it fully disappears into the ground?
I do.
Wafflebyrg, how cold was that cooling liquid?
I mean, it's water. It's room temperature. Like, it's not really that cold, I
Oh,
guess.
that's
I don't know why.
disappointing. Never mind, carry on.
How cold was
Wait,
it? Oh, it wasn't
hold
cold.
on.
It's
Actually, real fast, real big question. Rek'Sai, see her, right? She's not burrowed to the point that we can't see her anymore, correct?
Given that Mariah's spray and pray, she is still indeed somewhat exposed.
And I can see her.
I'm just gonna
So-
lock on for 21, just to make it a little easier.
Okay. So the head is just moving in time with the tail to keep it within sight.
Hmm.
Alekxander, make me a dex save.
Oh, you're loving this.
I am, because you said it yourself.
14.
It is slicked up there, and the head is now moving back and forth to keep in time with the tail. But luckily, with that newfound little hole grip, as given your slash, the leg has retreated, you managed to get a hand into that handhold just to keep yourself from slipping off.
Alexander is not scared to stab the T-Hex to give himself an extra handhold. Be forewarned.
Just stabs a bit too far if the hand leg was.
Oh, I've just thought of something incredibly dumb. Right, just give me just a minute.
Just
Just,
Kuiper
I
feels a
need
bit
to
of a
check something.
just Kuiper
Very,
feels a bit of sharpness
very
on the top of his
important.
head. Just looks up. Alexander's swords.
Right. Right, I've got a dumb idea. I've got a really, really, really incredibly dumb idea.
You gonna ride the worm?
So this thing's trying to burrow down, isn't it?
Yes.
It's trying to get away. Alexander is going to finally, with his free hand, lift it up and speak the words that activate his ring of compelled jewel.
Oh.
It's gonna need to make a wisdom save.
Oh no. What does this sound Andor look like?
Yeah!
Probably
So,
that.
it has disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures other than me. That's the part I'm scared of, admittedly, but we'll work with it. More importantly, it has to make a wisdom save if it tries to move more than 30 feet away from Alexander. And if it fails, it can't.
Oh. Okay. This should be interesting. Very interesting indeed. Wafflebyrg, what was you doing?
Wafflebyrg hasn't done anything yet.
I imagine it just sounds like Alekxander saying some magic words, by the way. It won't be anything too flashy.
I thought you were trying to do something with it before it burrows fully in.
No, it wouldn't have worked.
Okay. Also,
So go on, is it still leaving?
just quickly as well, before I forget, I've just seen this thing going around. Have you heard that we've had a warning issue over here in the UK?
For
Horse flies.
Yeah.
Right.
Apparently,
Everything
because of the
was
hot
fine
weather, we've
until
had
the
a
fly
big
nation
surge in
attacked.
horse flies. And they're saying, oh, just be careful of those, just purely because, they can tear your flesh apart even through gloves.
Woo!
Nice. Nothing new then.
Well,
Y'all
I think the
ever
new
fought a
part is there's
moose
just a
fly?
shit ton more of them than there used to be.
Yeah.
So, it will indeed vanish under the ground.
It needs to make another wisdom save if it wants to get more than 30 feet away from me.
Here's the thing when it comes to this, because I'm trying to work out how this would work. Do we go off of Alekxander itself, or do we go off the T-Hex? Because
It goes off of Alekxander. It cannot get any further than 30 feet from Alekxander.
And how tall is the T-Hex?
In that case,
Yes.
instead of burrowing, it would be trying to climb up the T-Hex.
Oh god.
Oh, that's even better.
Kick it, kick it, kick it, kick it.
Wafflebyrg, it's still in point blank
So
range.
let's just see what happens with the... Yeah, nope.
I'm going to take a swing with that, the spiritual weapon. I haven't done that in a while.
Yeah.
Mostly because I think if I don't, it's going to eat me.
Well, pretty much. Your spiritual
Yeah.
weapon, as it turns around and pops its head back out, your spiritual weapon just slices off there, and then it just gets a shot in the face by
It doesn't get
Wafflebyrg.
it doesn't get the radiant damage from the smite. I can't smite this. I wish I could.
Yeah, your 20 will indeed hit that Wafflebyrg. In fact, the 20 is a meet and beat. Yeah, it gets shot in the face. So it's its face that pops up in the ground. Causing one of its
as
slower
another
little
party
mandible
member
parts.
has attacked it, it is no longer compelled to duel me. But hey, it's back up here now.
Causing one of its lower mandible parts to just shatter.
Ooh.
And
Can I slash it with the foot?
Kick it, kick it, kick it.
Kick it.
As it's now on top of us, I would
Wait.
like a turn with the tail.
Wait. Let's do a kick pivot and then a tail slash.
Oh, now
Okay.
we're thinking with Street Fighter combos.
I'll do the pivot if you
Alright,
guys
where's
do
the
the
nearest
kick
car?
and the tail slash.
We
I was
hired
about-
the nearest car.
I was about to say, which order are you doing this in for combo wise? So we would go with
you
the
wanna-
kick, then the pivot, then the tail.
Okay.
So
I'll do pivot.
Delris,
I'll help-
make me an attack.
Okay. Wait a second. It'll just be my unarmed attack, I'm guessing.
Yes. Yes. I would try to figure it out then, because I know your unarmed attacks use dex because you're a monk.
Yeah.
Well,
That was
they're
not
going, would that be the case if you were trying to kick with the robot? But I guess yes, given it is mainly dex checking stuff with the legs, so sure, but that is a miss.
Yep, so the kick misses.
Yep, he got to kick in the face, but it's still kind of reeling from the cannon shot. Make me a dex check if you would, Porcelain Lady, to pivot.
Can I
I'm
give
praying to all the gods. No.
Porcelain and give her advantage?
Revving up saw
Given that
blades.
you did the kick, no.
Fine.
So, you rev up the blades, but the pivot is not enough to turn you fully, so this attack will be with disadvantage.
Let's see if I can make it work. What do you want from me? Just an attack?
An attack roll. Yeah. Oh. If it wasn't with the disadvantage, that would have been a hit.
I'm sorry.
And the tail does indeed go a bit high and wide.
Could not adjust for low velocity. We'll try again later.
But because of this now, instead of trying to climb up the front of the T-Hex, Rek'Sai is going to try climbing up the back of the T-Hex.
Uh-oh.
So let's see how she does with this.
We don't seem to have too many weapons back here. I'm going to rev up and try and get it.
She is climbing up the back. She's getting up there.
Can I make an attempt to...
You can
Seeing as the tail's the only weapon back here.
You can attempt to slap upwards with the tail to try and get the blades in. It won't be with disadvantage, but I will warn you, if you fail by a certain amount, you may just pierce the hull of the T-Hex instead.
We could just fall on her.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
We just rev the tail up and just.
How's that?
That is indeed a meet and beat. So the tail comes up and just starts digging into this thing's back. It's just, you do indeed hear the contact. You definitely hear the revving of the blades get a lot wetter.
Alekxander, I imagine there's a face trying to approach me that's now being held in place with a chainsaw.
Oh yeah.
Basically. I'm gonna go for a straight up frontal attack while it's there's a brain there somewhere.
Go for it.
I'm gonna go for a reckless because, quite fucking frankly, I don't want to fuck this up.
Smite it!
I hope you're all enjoying
You're
this,
damn
by the
right,
way.
it's probably gonna get smited.
Yeah.
Let's go. 22.
Yep.
Smite at level 1. This one I actually sorted out properly. That is 22, 33 damage overall.
And as it does indeed reach its arm up to try and get a better grip, you thrust your sword forward and you pierce it directly in its mouth itself. Just like, the worst imagery I can think of this is, as you do that, you're pinning its tongue to its lower jaw.
Yeah, you're not getting a taste of me, you piece of shit.
And I need everyone now to make me a perception check based on hearing.
Can I use my passive perception for Chaos Kin?
No.
Oh,
Well, you heard
please.
the answer, no.
Duh.
Can I miss the DM?
Why?
Well,
Sure.
you'll find out if you let me.
Sure, because I'm curious now.
Cool. I got a 28.
Oh yeah, no shit, I forgot about that.
Your passive perception's 28.
My passive perception is 28.
The fuck is it 28?
I
No
have
joke.
expertise in perception, bringing me to 8. My rogue subclass increases it by 5, and I have observance, increasing it by another 5.
That's up.
So I have a passive perception of 28 with Chaos Skin. Numbers!
So, Delris, you're still annoyed about missing the kick. What did you get, Potoo, sorry?
Huh?
Perception, what did you get?
Can I click it? Can I click it? I can't click it.
20.
Okay. Everyone else, however, you do indeed hear a bit of screaming coming from the direction of the portal.
What
Oh,
flavor of screaming?
Terror? Panic?
It's going down.
Human? Beast-like?
A mixture.
Everything.
A mixture.
A mixture.
What does everybody else make of that?
It's not good.
Definitely not good.
Screaming depends upon the context, of which I have very little.
Is there a way we can get a closer look and or listen?
Potoo can pivot the
You know what?
the
Alexander
head.
should also phone a option.
That's a natural 20 to see what the fuck's going on over there.
The portal is getting larger. And now, towards the top rim of it, you do indeed see two large, blood-red looking talons just holding it open from within.
Oh, shit me.
We're running out of time. We're running out of time.
I think it's possible to throw
Is this thing dead, by the way, the brood mob?
Oh, no. She is
No,
still
God, no.
attempted, but she is also pinned to this DX.
Alright. So we still gotta worry about that while we're worrying about that. Excellent.
Maybe we can use her as a battering ram.
I mean, if you are willing to hear this, I can't even believe I'm going to advise this. We could overload the core and just charge towards the portal.
You wish to detonate?
I was worried you were going to say that.
So am I, but for the greater good and all.
You've built one before,
Okay.
I imagine you can build one again.
Yeah, you have the schematics.
And that is fair.
Oh,
There-
boom!
That's not why he's saying for the greater good, though, is it?
No. Also, what were you screaming about there, DM?
It's like Wafflebyrg, it's time to go boom.
No, it isn't. She's gonna just look to you all through the camera. Someone's gonna have to stay behind to pilot this thing.
Oh, that's easy. I can.
What?
It's simple. I can.
I would
Promise was made,
volunteer.
and I have a chance, and I'm taking it. And none of you is stopping me.
I've got to admit, I should have seen this coming, but at the same time, in my mental head image for this was, someone needs to sacrifice themselves. Everyone's cameras turned to face the Mordron.
Like,
I mean,
have a chance to take her out and all of it out. And you will not take that from me.
We should not dilly-dally. I do not know how long this chainsaw is going to keep this opponent in place, and I would not like to get boggered!
Augur?
Wafflebyrg has already ran up to the control room and has like picked up Kuiper and is now in the seat and has thrown Kuiper. He's like, all right.
Just stood there in a little bit of shock, like.
Mutiny, is it?
Moonman, you're not the only. Moonman, you're not the only one that's a god. It's time for me to start acting godly, and I'm going out with a fucking godly power.
You are more than welcome to pilot, but I'm staying too. And he starts rummaging in his bag.
Are you sure?
He just sighs.
So,
all right. Everybody else get the fuck out. I ain't gonna stop Moonman from doing this. He's probably immortal.
Alexander's probably somewhere like, yes, please hurry, I can't hold this thing's tongue in place much longer!
speaking of which, Alexander. Oppose grapple
All
check.
the while, by the way, the spiritual weapon's just there like...
Oppose grapple check, Alexander.
Pulse grapple check. Oh, Christ. Hang on, I need to change my music. Simpsons Hit and Run N1 is not what I'm doing this to.
Perfect.
Lay.
Yes.
All right, that's pretty suitable.
In the cockpit where
Sorry.
I was gonna say I was about to say Moon Man, but Wafflebyrg is currently.
Well, Wafflebyrg and
Uh,
Kuiper are currently.
Sorry, you wanna?
True. There's a hole there, right?
There is indeed. In the top.
25.
I'm
Oh!
climbing up to get up towards Alekxander.
So, you do just about get out of the grasp, Alekxander, because I was there going, oh, that's a really good roll with that 24.
You will not have Alekxander now, not at this last stage! Alekxander has decided he will see every single ounce of this invasion through!
So what are you doing, Porcelain?
I'm just climbing up to Alekxander.
Okay. Through the hole in the top of the thing, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
So, Kuiper and Wafflebyrg, as you're preparing for this last moment, you see Porcelain Lady run up and just kind of hop off the chair and through the hole in the roof.
Hello. Goodbye.
What's Porcelain Lady doing?
I have an item that requires you to not stand here and die, my dear. And I hold it in my hands every day, and she walks up and slams the umbrella right next to his sword and presses the button, and the immovable rod activates. You can take your sword out now, my love. This bitch won't be going anywhere.
Oh!
No,
Oh!
Raka!
Oh no! Wait!
This bitch isn't going anywhere. I'm
Literally.
sorry. Y'all thought we were gonna have to put some effort into this, but then my brain remembered that my umbrella is an immovable rod.
No,
Try
no.
the fucking portal!
It shouldn't be an issue. We can just get out of the way. But this creature that we've got is about to get pinned hard.
So, you race down and you pin it with your umbrella, and you activate it so it stays in place, meaning it cannot climb up higher. Delris and Potoo, are you evacuating? What?
We both just went,
Party
I feel like
members
this
who wanted to
entire
sacrifice.
party has a death wish. You wanna know what, Wafflebyrg? Just take
Aye.
off. Just take off, Wafflebyrg.
Get out of here. This will not be pretty.
On
Yeah,
off
still
the
rummaging
ship
around in his bag.
now.
The gently used fish will
Every
get close.
single one of
Just
you.
get going. The ship is coming. I'll get off. And
How many-
Wafflebyrg, Godspeed, yes?
How many party members can you sacrifice?
Everybody off the ship.
Get fucked. I'm not sacrificing
I'm
Alekxander.
just imagining just the one gets off, just friggin' Lamb and Wolf are there, just waiting. Quite literally, the entire party appears. It's like, what happened? No one wanted to get off the Sea Hex.
Don't worry. Alekxander is prepared to leave.
Mariah's getting off the ship as well. Mariah's like, nope.
But Alekxander will wait until he's confident that this bugger is going with them. As soon as he can see that this bastard's pinned.
I have plot armor. I'm not going anywhere.
Wafflebyrg,
Plot
though,
armor.
Wafflebyrg is literally like, Potoo!
Sorry,
The ship is
lore
yours.
armor.
And so, Potoo, the ship is yours until I get back. Delris, get on the fucking ship.
Wafflebyrg, Hammerdinger, I'm going to need your help for just a moment. If I load, he gets out the device that Wafflebyrg gave him, like the last time he left. Just goes, if I load this into the cannon, will it work?
I forgot that I gave you one of those.
I forgot what it is.
It's a whopper! It's the last Whopper! I forgot I gave you one of those!
If you get close enough, perhaps.
Okay, I'm heading to the cannon room. Which way to the cannon? He heads to the left arm.
Alrighty, well. That's a joke that keeps on fucking giving. That is a joke that keeps on giving. Alright.
I'll get off the ship, Wafflebyrg. But I know you're not really looking to come back.
What the fuck are you talking about? I've got a way to survive this. What? I'm not that suicidal. Like, I wouldn't go into this situation.
So fucking long talking to us before about how you were gonna die on this mission.
I believe he said we
I don't
were
remember
all
that.
going to die, my dear.
Yeah, I said we were all going to die. I never said I was going to die.
Enough. Let's get on with this.
Everybody off the ship, we got a way off. Like, jeez. You think I threw myself in a fucking portal to kill myself? Ah, that's funny.
Lay, I'm Titanicing this. I'm standing on the top holding on to one of the horns while we fly. Her dress is going to flap in the wind.
Okay. So the ship is close enough now that people can evacuate. Mariah is hopping straight off onto that ship, as
Of
is
course.
Heimerdinger.
Is the immovable rod doing its job?
Well, Rek'Sai is not getting any closer to you, as she is indeed pinned to the TX.
Hold on a
Alexander will look to
second,
the
what-
porcelain and go, that is very clever. And he's going to hop to the ship.
You do realize that rod won't move even when the T-Hex starts to.
That's why she hasn't moved yet. I know what I'm doing, but she has to shut it off before she
You realize I was
leaves.
waiting to see how long it took people to notice.
Yeah, I kind of already figured that.
It's
I was wondering if like we were
immovable?
ripping
Well,
Rek'Sai in half.
technically, actually, Lay, that's not true. If the T-Hex could roll a DC above 30, it would move. But very
Yeah,
slowly.
what's the limit on the movable rod again? It's like £1,000,
It's
5,000.
it's 8,000 pounds. It's 8,000 pounds, and you have to roll a natural 20 to be able to beat it.
Yikes.
This being said, I believe the plan is it's keeping it pinned while we're all fucking about down here, so the Rek'Sai doesn't get smart and start moving. Which on that, once everyone's off the ship, we are gonna start moving. So.
And she'll just hit the button, but she's leaving the umbrella just
Chaos Kim
sitting
will
in
turn
that
around and
bitch's
go.
face.
Chaos Kim will just turn around and go, do you need me to keep this thing on the saw blade? I can keep this thing on the saw blade.
Yes, please.
Keeping
Yes,
this thing on the
please.
saw blade? I do like keeping this thing on the saw blade.
It's okay,
is
it's
it?
summoned. He'll just return back to his own reality. I think that's how that works.
What is it about
Pokes
my
head into the hole in the cockpit. Are we heading out now?
What is it about my campaigns and people having to sacrifice themselves?
Yep. It's we're heading out, and Wafflebyrg's starting the process for the TX to start moving forward, whatever that is. While at the same time, Wafflebyrg's like, "Hey, Moonman, you have a way to survive this, right?"
He doesn't respond.
Okay, good, because I
So-
kind of fucking lied to get Delris off the T-Hex.
Wafflebyrg, make me a investigation check to see if you can find a button that will just transfer all control to the pilot.
Alrighty.
Yep, you managed to
Find-
find it after a few rotations and a few moving around of pieces.
I'm gonna admit, though, I didn't think I'd be going out in a fucking mechanical dinosaur. That's new.
So, those
When you
who-
have died as many times as I have, everything is somehow new. It's impressive.
So those who are off the ship right now,
Your
well,
optimism,
off
my
the
friend.
T-Hex onto the ship,
Yep.
you see the T-Hex start to glow. Several like runes appear across it. It is basically activated a thing that has never really made it out of prototyping yet, which is the pilot having full control over the T-Hex. It is
God
ready
bless
to
us
move
all.
once the rod is ready to be released.
And released.
The rod is released,
And we're off.
and Rek'Sai
Shit.
rushes up.
And I'm gonna slap that bitch with the rod.
Oh no, wait, no, it
Oh,
can't rush up.
No, okay, the tail is
Oh,
still
that's
holding.
true. The tail's
Yeah.
still holding it. I'm still gonna slap this bitch. Actually, you know what? You know what? No.
Well, not just
I'm
because of
gonna
that as
blow
well.
her. I'm gonna blow her a black kiss as I walk up to the head
Oh
of
no,
the
wait,
T
yeah,
Hex.
no,
To Titanic this shit.
it's no longer challenged by Alekxander. Yeah, I forgot
Oh.
about that. Yeah,
Oh no.
so
Not going anywhere.
and it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Which it-
And it is a fail.
Yay. She does this. She like blows it a kiss and just blows black necrotic energy, almost like dragon's breath. And then she moseys her way up to the top and wraps her arm around the top spike and just lets her dress flow in the wind as they move off towards the portal.
Am I gonna get a quad kill?
200 years.
Technically, you can't kill me because this isn't her body. It's just a doll.
Yeah, but it's still the end of the character is in a playable state.
This is true. This
That's
is
true.
true.
Do you need a check to load this thing? And if so, could
I'll
I
be the-
leave it? Could I leave the ammo thing open in case we need to do a quick retrieval?
I will say yes, and you can make me a. You were both you and Wafflebyrg can both make me deck. Actually, wait. I'm gonna need 3 dex checks now that I think about it.
Death checks? Yeah,
Yeah.
figures.
Yeah, dex. Yeah.
Death check. Let's roll those now.
Yeah, I needed 1 off Wafflebyrg to get this thing running. I need 1 off Kuiper to load the gun.
Yep. Okay, alright.
And I need 1 from Porcelain Lady to stop herself from slipping on the ichor that is
This
stained
is
the top
this
of
is
his
where
head.
I slip and
Oh,
die.
no, don't just slip and die, I swear.
You do.
I feel
you do
left
need to
out.
Slip. Alekxander slips on the ship. Oh, no, wait, I know
with
where
a
you're
chaos
rolling that
kin, but
point.
shush.
Yeah. Chaos Kin did not buckle themselves in and just kind of rolls along as this thing takes off at speed. However,
How irritating.
I am going to do something now for you there, Porcelain. Odds or evens?
Odds. Ooh. That hurts.
Yeah, unfortunately, you are falling backwards back towards Rek'Sai.
Oh. You know what? My bag is full of them. I have 7 small ones and 8 large ones. Oh no, that would actually just cause a massive explosion.
More
Which is-
massive explosion. We don't have enough.
Massive explosion. That happens a bit too prematurely.
You know what? We're not gonna massive explosion them, but since I'm guaranteeing that bitch's mouth is probably at least somewhat open snapping at me, I'm gonna take 2 of them out of my bag, and I'm gonna toss them gently off into her mouth as I slide down slowly. And I'm gonna try to catch myself.
Okay. Both of those do unfortunately miss.
Yikes.
Do roll me the. I'd say athletics checks, given that you are trying to grab something to keep yourself from falling.
Yes, it's athletics right here. There we go.
Yep, you do manage to grab hold of quite literally the large fin on the back of Rek'Sai. And as those on the T-Hex get closer to the portal, the cultists and your people alike scattering below to make sure they don't get squished. The portal starts to open a bit wider, and a face starts to slowly emerge from within. As you see this figure emerging in D&D chat.
Yikes.
Wafflebyrg? Make me an investigation check to see if you can find the Overlord button. You do indeed find it. It is under several security locks, which you just ignore and bypass. Just be like, no, no, no. There we go. Would you like to fire the cannon now, Kuiper, with the Whopper?
Let's go.
I do not know who you are, but it has been a pleasure to work with you.
Why the hell is this Mordron just a friggin' Spamton?
I don't know who you are, Mojon, but I am going to enjoy this.
Kuiper responds with nothing but a weak smile.
So make me your ranged attack there, Kuiper.
Ranged attack.
Yes.
Okay. I have a dumb idea.
Okay.
Oh my god! True Strike is good! Yeah! I'll cast True Strike before I do.
Okay.
Awesome.
I have one use of that. What flavor of check do you need?
It is a given it's a ranged attack, it would be Dex with proficiency.
Alrighty. 2d20. KH1 plus 1. Oh!
It
Oh,
goes
plus
wide.
proficiency. That's 17. Sorry.
It still goes wide from this creature,
Oh.
but that is fine
Oh.
because it is still enough to actually get to the portal itself, rather than just wide of the portal. You do need to activate. You see a few people get pulled in who are close to the portal, mainly cultists, by the looks of things, so you're fine there. And it does indeed seem to tear a bit of flesh away from this creature as it starts to emerge. But it really doesn't seem phased. But now as the T-Hex indeed gets close enough, I'm assuming it's full ramming speed.
Would be nothing less.
Wait, are we close
Full
enough to?
mast and into the abyss.
Are
I'm
we?
blowing it up in the
What, sorry?
Are we close enough to see Cho'Gath?
Oh yeah, no, you could see Cho'Gath from a distance, but so now you can definitely see him. To the point where you can probably see every goddamn pore on his face.
I am gonna cast Curse of Bloated Agony and cost myself some health
Okay.
on Cho'Gath so that he can't really move as well.
I mean, to be fair, it doesn't look like he's trying to avoid it anyway. He's just seeing a large figure just come charging towards him.
Well, now it's gonna hurt when we kick his ass.
As Wafflebyrg is charging, Wafflebyrg is, by the way, laughing maniacally, and he is full force. I get one last chance to do this. This is gonna be the big one. Whopper!
And as you shout that, as it does indeed get close, everything seems to stop. Everything except for what is happening in this cockpit here and now. You hear footsteps on the outside of the T-Hex. Walking from roughly where Rek'Sai is, up towards the top. And you see someone drop a frozen porcelain lady inside. And as soon as you drops aside, Porcelain Lady, time resumes for you again.
Son of a bitch.
And you hear a voice call out to the three of you within there. I say, are you trying to end your lives in a heroic fashion?
I mean, yeah.
One of many.
One of many. Wait, you get multiple lives? God, our god situation is fucked compared to yours. I only get one life. I'm kind of
I've
jealous.
had plentiful
Well,
lives
not really.
myself, but they've all been different ones. And
I
you'll
can't
see,
say the same. Mine usually just persists.
as you hear this voice, you do see what seems to be the ends of a large white beard just dripping into this place.
God, it's Gandalf.
Heimadanga? Oh.
And you'll see the figure slowly descend down into there. And then clutch onto the back as they land on the ground, going, I'm not as young as I used to be. In a D&D chat, you'll see this figure.
Brilliant.
You do realize how much magic this is taking for me to keep everything frozen here, right?
Well, we're not like we're asking you to.
I
It
know,
sounds
but
like we better make this quick.
uh, very well then. I will just give you this one offer. Do you want to be saved?
We'll immediately look to the other two.
I don't really care either way, honestly.
I suppose I'm not quite ready to go back yet, strange old man.
I wanna... He'll just ask, what will it take?
For you to go back? Just to take my hand. Of course, you won't be taken back to the ship. It will be a bit of a travel, but you'll be able to make it still. Back to your friends. But at the same time, I do understand that for some of you, this is probably your life's work. And who am I to stop someone from taking their life's work? So if some people are choosing to stay behind, I will offer you another thing in exchange.
Well, let me just say one thing.
Yes.
Kuiper,
He'll look to you.
I know I made a promise to you to always come back and return the book to you regardless of if you decided to go now or later. And that offer still stands. I still will always find you. So it's your choice, now or later.
He blinks twice and shrinks a little. It just goes... Before I say anything, what does Wafflebyrg make of this?
Wafflebyrg is quiet. He's kind of just looking at the portal.
My alternative offer, if you still want to carry on with this and find your peace in the afterlife, if there is anything you're wishing to unload to pass on to your friends, I can try and get those to them instead.
Oh, there is one thing. That umbrella outside. Could you
You mean
bring it
this
to
umbrella?
the bird? Oh, yes, that one. Could you bring it to the bird? I think he'll find much more use for it than I did.
Very well. So you're choosing to stay behind.
Oh, yes.
What about you, small metal box?
Tell me, does your world have much to offer? It is the first time I have been to this world, and to be honest, I'm a bit of a tourist.
You'd probably enjoy this place got built over its old technology.
I think you would enjoy all of it, honestly. I've spent my time traveling. Runeterra, it's beautiful.
Very well, it would appear I will be taking up the mantle of whatever you are.
Very well, and how about you two?
I am definitely staying behind, but he holds the
No.
book up. What do I do
You're
with
not.
this? He looks more to the porcelain lady.
Moonman, you're going with him.
Well, let's see. I take this and give you this. And she hands you an amulet.
Oh,
The amulet will find you when you are reincarnated. It will always find you. And it has your name, whatever it will be inscribed on it. I will return with this for you.
You talk like he gets a choice in this, but sadly, Moonman's going with you.
I
He's
would
not
say-
staying behind.
side eyes Wafflebyrg. Looks back to
And the
porcelain
reason-
lady and just
You're
bows
not
and
reason he
wrong.
is
thanks.
not
You're
The
not
reason he is
wrong,
not staying
Wafflebyrg.
behind is because he has so much good that he can still do
That is true.
on the mountain. That, and if he ever wants his T-spell again, he'll be able to find it in my quarters on the ship.
He just slowly turns to Wafflebyrg and just goes, "You dare bring tea into this?"
I dare bring tea into this. Moonman, you're my best friend. And although I would be honored for you to die with me, it is not your time to die. You have so much that you still need to do for those people, for those that you love and for those that love you. The ones that I loved are gone. Even in death, I won't be able to see them again.
But
The choice that I am
might.
making is to see things through. You, though, I cannot risk. I mean, you'll reincarnate, but you won't be you.
I know, but there is a chance I can see everybody again. I'm willing to take it. Of course, I might not, but
I'll put it this way, Wafflebyrg. The agreement that I made with Moonman a long time ago with Kuiper was more or less along the lines of giving him a way to reincarnate and remember everything that he had before. But if you don't want him to take it now, I will be around for quite a while, so I do not mind waiting either. Either way, I will give you this medallion. That way, you can always just call me.
thank you, Miss Porcelain. He looks to Wafflebyrg and just goes, and of course, the guy in the room just goes, "I will be staying."
I've
Please,
never
could you
been good at
take-
persuasion.
Please, could you take my belongings? Basically, unloads his entire backpack.
I will take them. I have plenty of room. I didn't exactly get a chance to bring much.
Very well, I can do so.
Clearly.
A friend did want me to hand something to you, though.
He blinks.
He will reach into his robes and pull out a Lunari ring and hand it over to you. A young girl by the name of Stellara wanted you to have this. Just in case you didn't come back.
Would you like to send any last messages?
Oh, wait. Actually, yeah, no, I do have something that you can take. And it is perhaps the most important thing I can give.
And Wafflebyrg is taking out the gravy spell.
So threatening.
Compared to my promise to her and her, it's not much. But they'll find a use of it.
You couldn't let that abomination die with the rest of us.
Nope, it's gonna live on forever.
Ah!
There is one other item I do need to ask. If it is going with you into the Ever After, or if you are going to hand it back over to the ship. Wafflebyrg,
Yes.
what will Wilhelm's fate be?
Wafflebyrg didn't bring Wilhelm onto the T-Hex.
Okay.
Wilhelm's still on.
Oh, actually, no, you are correct. She is going to pull the medallion out of her hand because it is the maze medallion that you gave me a long time ago. I never used it. She is also going to just hand that over to Zillion and just tell him to pick whoever he feels like it would suit most.
Okay.
Also, one last thing, and Wafflebyrg's taking out the chainsaw syringe. Give that to the purple-haired freak.
I feel.
I
Oh,
think
is
that's
it
a
just
super
arms out?
rare freak.
Wafflebyrg's reaching into his pouch, grabbing a firebomb. Give that to Potoo. Reaching further into the pouch, grabbing the broom. Give that to Alari. Just takes the whole pouch, gives it to him. You know what? Just take it, but be very careful. Don't drop it. It's like a 50-50 chance that it could explode. And, ruin the fabric of time and space. Who fucking knows?
Do not worry, I can fasten my wrists like you would any other sort of tool. I'm sure that it will not shit. I kid.
Honestly, Robot, if you plan on adventuring with them, you can take these 2 small fire bombs and these 4 large fire bombs that I was given a long time ago, and you can just. I'm sure you'll find a use for them.
Oh boy, I too like causing chaos. It's sort of in the name.
Why do I love the idea when it's like handing off all the items? Wafflebyrg's still going, you could take this, you could take this, you could take my moon, man. Now go quick.
You can take my moon man. Hands him over.
Wafflebyrg full force goes to reach for the pouch, grabs Moonman,
No,
puts him in the arm. You can take that. Wafflebyrg's going to reach into his coat pocket, pull out Moonman's spellbook. You can take that. Pulls out the fucking tea set. You can take that. Reaches into his pockets, pulls out Sharky teeth. You can take that. Reaches into his other pocket, pulls out one of the egglets. You can take that. Reaches into his pouch, pulls out like some sending stones. You can take that. What else?
Oh God, that's actually a good point. So.
Hold on, give me. Oh yeah, and Wafflebyrg's going to take off his arm. You can take that.
If you take off your arm to hand it over, a raccoon wearing a pot with a helmet just takes it. It's like, mine.
Why did you bring Pot into this?
Because I was trying to think of the best analogy for Rocket Raccoon for this.
Pot's obsessed with cutlery.
Yes, but she's also a raccoon that can talk. Therefore,
I mean, I'm not gonna need that in the afterlife if I get an afterlife. It's very confusing.
So
sometimes,
with everything handed over, he will
Hang
look
on.
down.
Oh, no. I was going to say, one final thing. If you have any messages you wish to pass on, now is the time.
yes. Can you tell Potoo not to touch my shit? And if anybody sees Pinko, kick its ass. Fucking freak.
If you die, it's not your shit anymore.
Who's Pinko again?
I am not sure what a Pinko is.
Oh, Pinko.
No, no.
Pinko.
No. Except the DM apparently, who won't know, but everyone else will know.
I appreciate it, Chaos Friend, but I have already passed on my message.
That is only slightly threatening.
Genuine smile.
Very well. So, just to get this clear, and then returns the entirety of Wafflebyrg's message in Wafflebyrg's voice.
Yep, nope, that sounds pretty good. Is that what I sound like? Why has nobody ever told me that's what I sound like? Oh, I guess now it's too late to fix that.
So,
It will never be too late to fix that. It is in my voice banks forever.
Zillion,
I don't know if I like the way you say that, but let's get on with it.
Zillion
God, my
will
last memory is gonna be a mojo.
reach down and take a hold of your hand there, Chaoskin. And time will begin again. This time without Chaoskun or the old man there. As the three of you look through the cameras, as Chorgath's large maw comes forward, starts to envelop the T-Hex's mouth.
What did I tell you? I'm a spicy fucking meatball!
Kuiper's got one less trick up his sleeve, and
Oh.
it's horrendous. So, he's giving away his spellbook, giving away all his belongings. He kept one thing. He just dons a dragon mask and then puts his wrist to like the mouth holes, and you just see like you hear the like a cork pop, and he's just necked like 2 vials of shimmer.
Oh, Jesus.
How would you like to end this threat?
And he's just going to climb up and try and get outside.
Give up my shimmer. God, this would be easier if I wasn't sober.
Make me a dex check.
Do you
Sure,
not want
does
to
shimmer
be
affect?
sober?
Oh, actually, that's a good point. Make me a Constitution saving throw first, Kuiper.
Can I choose to fail?
Yes, but this is more a case of let's see how much you fail by.
Okay. Oh, ignore the 3. Alekxander's not here.
Quite a lot you fail by. So, yeah. Make me that dex check to climb up and out.
Oh, God.
21.
He just leaps through the hole.
Oh, yeah, no, quite literally.
Wow.
As
There's
this
on the
is,
walls.
the best way to put it is this. You see the Yordle neck 2 full vials of shimmer. You see his form begin to blur, bend, and twist. You see wings erupt from his back as he quite literally takes off. The massive charge of the 2
Whap
spheres.
Alrighty, I'm taking it back. I'm happy that I'm sober. Was that what I was like? Did I ever have wings? I don't remember having wings. Alright.
what are you
Looks
doing now
down
that
at your arms.
What are you doing now that you're out of the T-Hex?
What's the scene?
The scene is the large creature is still quite literally trying to swallow the T-Hex head first. Everyone is
Does it
running
have-
away from the portal.
Does it have a glaring weak spot where I can be the biggest nuisance possible?
It does have eyes.
Go for the eyes.
So you just
Go for the
dash-
eyes.
You dash straight forward like a missile towards the eyes.
Yeah.
And those in the distance, back on the gently used fish.
I'm
You're
gonna
watching
be
over it.
honest.
Alekxander has been firing
No,
the
go ahead.
twin bolt like no tomorrow.
What was that? Sorry, Porcelain?
No, go ahead. You finish your thing first.
So, those watching on the gently used fish, you're watching this scene. You watch the glow get brighter and brighter. As the T-Hex just slams full force into Cho'Gath, pushing it back. And and then the glow overtakes it. And I'm going to need Constitution saving throws from you all that are on the ship.
You bitch. Well, remember you all have a +3 to this.
You're getting flashbanged.
17.
Yep. Oh yeah, it's bright, but you manage to quickly catch yourselves, like arm raised up in front of your eyes to make sure you're basically not being blinded by this. And just through it, you can see quite literally the form of the T-Hex dissolving and breaking apart. And the portal begins to shimmer. And just before it closes, even though you can't see what caused the impact, you see Cho'Gath's head reel back as one of its eyes just pops.
Oof.
And then the portal closes, sealing it back into the void.
Oh my god. Is that it?
And then
Is it over? Did we win?
Then there is silence.
Guys, I think we won.
Delris just kind of slumps down against the side.
It's fine. The Wafflebyrg said they were going to get out.
He was lying.
Gonna make an insight check, because I definitely failed the intelligence check to see how much I believed it.
Make the insight.
Yeah, I suppose that checks it as well. Alekxander will sort of beat his chest a few times and goes, well, he went out like he always wanted to. Probably should have known that son of a bitch wasn't coming back. I'm glad I got to say a true goodbye to him.
Delris, make me a perception check. You see the end of a glowing translucent scroll hanging out to your back.
He just kind of pulls it out.
It just sort of keeps going for a bit before you eventually reach writing. And it just says, "It has been a pleasure. Hopefully see you on the other side."
Hmm.
And we change scenes to a pitch black void. Wafflebyrg, you come too. As does the poison. Actually, no, the poison lady doesn't, because the poison lady's only physical form is gone. The poison lady will be back, but who knows how long that will take.
Forever and ever and ever.
Wafflebyrg, you come too.
Oh, we're here again.
And indeed, the wolf and the lamb are waiting. But make me a perception check.
Hmm.
You look around. There's no poison lady, but that was to be expected. You know that the poison lady is a very unusual case, to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
What does surprise you? There is no Kuiper here.
Well, I suppose that's good, unless you know he's got a different afterlife.
We do sometimes see Yordles come by here. The ones that don't wish to have their energies return back to the world. Perhaps your small friend let their energy disperse and return to Targon. Or perhaps because he's an ascended, You know, one of them aspects. Perhaps he just went back to the aspect realm.
Perhaps. But wherever he is, I'm happy he's there.
The question is, where does one such as you go? It is rare we see
I don't know.
a Bakai enter these realms. Although a Bakai implies failure. From what we have witnessed. We can't really call you that much of a failure now, can we?
No, I'm still a failure. I'm just such a big failure that I was so big I saved the world from being a failure. There's an accomplishment in being such a big failure that you saved the world by being a failure. Quite an accomplishment indeed. Wafflebyrg, god of failures. I like that.
You have two choices from what we see. You can choose to go on to the realms of the Ascended, where the others, such as yourself, reside. Or you can choose to go on to the Golden Fields, where I believe some people are waiting for you. And as you do indeed look past her, you do see two paths. One leading to the glorious sun disk-like realm, where the Ascended and the Bakai that have been deemed worthy past their failures are able to go to for eternal peace. Or the Golden Fields, where very familiar looking silhouettes are waiting for you.
Is there even a choice?
There's always a choice, but we know which you'll be choosing anyway.
You do. You really do. This is real this time, right? It's
Don't
not
think there's even
me.
a physical body to put you back into now.
You have no idea how long I've waited. Oh well. Time to start causing muck-ups in the fucking fields.
Wolf just kind of gives you a
Good
bit
luck.
of a glare and is like, how long we waited to try and get our jaws or our arrow, and instead you chose an explosion. If you expected anything less from this one.
What can I say? I'm old-fashioned, got a lot of style.
And as you move down the path to the fields, the pathway disappears behind you as you find yourself in the fields with your family once more. And more so, you look down at yourself, finding yourself back to the form you was before you became a Bakai, including your arm back and your leg back. And they run up to you and they embrace you.
Oh, all right.
And for once, you feel peace. And that is the end of Wafflebyrg's tale. Unfortunately, we can't say the same for the fate of someone else. Or can we? We are going to leave this up to a very horrible fate indeed. Kuiper, odds or evens?
I'll always go evens. It has never failed me, and it would be very cathartic if it failed now.
It failed now. Kuiper. You expected death. You expected your form to release and your magic to return back to the world, as all Yordles do. And yet you open your eyes. Something feels off. Something feels wrong. You're still living. But this is not your world. You
Takes a
emerge.
deep breath, like.
You take a deep breath and exhale through 3 different mouths. You emerge from the unconscious eye socket of Cho'Gath to find yourself in a realm where, for most of the people, this would be instant madness. But for someone who took so much shimmer at the same time, being the magical being that they are, that it quite literally corrupted their form, you feel at home. Kuiper, the new void being. Welcome to the void. And that is where we're leaving it off for this week.
Leave it to Kuiper to find a way not to die. Like considerably fuck themselves.
Oh, you know, essentially we're like, oh, you know, I'm charging at that, and I'm going to up there going, that's going to shield him from the blast, isn't it? And given where Cho'Gath's going, that's going to trap Kuiper in the void. That's why they're going, I will give him a chance with the auto evens. Maybe the impact killed him. No. No. So, yeah, we now have a new Voidborn.
Well, at least Wafflebyrg isn't there to see Kuiper has become part of the nightmare.
So, the best way to put this is, Kuiper is indeed technically dead. He has just given way to a new life form.
Kuiper has evolved.
Who knows? Maybe it'll be just a couple of years down the line. Maybe it'll be many, many millennia down the line. Runeterra will eventually see what happens when a Yordle is corrupted by the void.
He's finally become the Kuiper I've always called him.
He's gonna be the void nerd.
I'm not gonna lie. My idea there was you find yourself in another world. You find yourself trapped in a pot.
Ah.
Turns out you. What?
It just turns out he was Comet this entire time.
Yeah. But yes, I hope you all enjoyed that session. Bit of a different one there, but
Yeah. I love a cinematic combat.
oh, actually, there is something that we do need to wrap up still as well in character-wise before we do so. I almost forgot about this. Where would the porcelain's body where would the porcelain lady's new body be lying?
Well, that is probably going to be in Ionia, honestly, with her sister.
Somewhere in Ionia, there will be indeed another statue, another doll lying in wait, kind of revered, kind of put away in a shrine. And while a young lady indeed tending to it, black ichor starts to drip down one of the eye sockets as the process starts to begin all over again. It may take some time before she's fully functional again, but the porcelain lady will be back. And that is really where we're leaving it off for this week, because my god, 2.5 hours. And technically 3 deaths?
We did it!
Quotes? 3?
1 death and 2 technicalities.
Yes. But that is
we get you on the technicalities here.
That is indeed the void stopped.
For now.
Well, yeah, for now, but that's how the void is. You can never truly stop it, but in your lifetimes at least, the void is stopped.
I'm not gonna lie, surprised we're getting another week out of this, but
I can see us getting another couple of weeks out of this.
couple of weeks, we just killed off the fucking party! This isn't a Jamie kill off half the party so they can play something new. No, this is like 3 members of the party have just completed.
No,
Yeah.
dude, we still gotta get your wife, and we've gotta wrap up everyone's
I
personal
mean,
quests.
yes, I still have to go and get my fetch quest, but like,
Well, we need to wrap up yours. We need to wrap up Alari and Delris's. We need to technically
I've
wrap up
got my
anything else
backup
Raven
character.
Potoo has. And add on to that, you know, there's probably still... Don't worry about Santa missing out. You could probably run into a new Darkin friend somewhere along the way, holding a bow. Or, you know...
Or we
That
or
and I do have the ultimate backup character, and I'll explain it after we're done recording.
I mean, there is also the other option. We could try and wrap up whatever the fuck happened with Galder.
That too, but I
Yeah.
don't think I'm gonna do that anytime soon. It's just better left untold.
Oh, yeah. That is
Galder's
just another
story
mystery of
is-
Runeterra. So, for everyone out there, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please check out Sirens Through the Fog over on Spotify, as well as Star Plunder. And also check out Echoes of the Past over on Chocobo Keeper's channel, as well as Devil Darling Season 2 over on this channel. And we will see you all next time on the Dark Tides of Runeterra. And bye.
Goodbye.
Now I need to question if I want to put up like a little memorial at the end of this for the characters. Actually, no, I need to see if I need to put up a memorial at the end of this for fucking OBS if I kill it because this doesn't stop recording. 3, 2, 1, and...